When you're a sewer and a creator, you can end up with bits and baubles of all kinds of things. Buttons, jars of buttons. So I started this. I used book pages from a book that I've designated to cut from, and I covered my styrofoam cone and I glued it to this glass pedestal. And then I sorted through all my buttons, thinking I had enough gold buttons to cover this. But if you'll stick around, I'm going to ask you about this. I need to know about this. But I ran out of gold buttons. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe. My plan was to completely cover this with gold buttons as the base above the paper. And then here it is. So you'll have to give me ideas for this. I may take this all apart and make the gold buttons more sparse so that it completely covers it. And that's probably what I should have done to start with, but I didn't have a plan. I just started. You know, life's like that sometimes. You just have to start and figure it out as you go, don't you? So give me some ideas. What would you do? Would you take this apart and start all over? But if you're caught in the messy middle of decorating for the holidays, I just want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself, it doesn't matter if it's the latest trend. It doesn't matter if you've decorated for fall and Thanksgiving or if you're decorating for Christmas. It doesn't matter. Do what you need to do to make your home ring with comfort and joy. Now, I believe that the source of joy comes from the Prince of Peace, ultimately the source of joy. But there are times in life that life can just wear hard on our shoulders, can't it? And so we can be an active participant in finding joy, in doing things that bring joy to ourselves, to our family, and to those that we influence in our business, in our work, at school, just out doing everyday life. What do you do to bring joy to vision between I'm not decorating for Christmas until Thanksgiving's over? And I don't know what side of the fence you're on, and it really doesn't matter to me which side of the fence you are, but you know what? I decorate for Christmas as early in November as I possibly can, and here's why. Years ago, when our children were small, and we used our office in one office to move to another office that wasn't ready. So guess what? All that stuff got brought to our house until the other office was ready. So our house was full of our house and our office. And we were busy with work in that office and that transition. And we were very involved with a large Christmas production. And I was sick. So I got the Christmas tree up and I got lights on it. And I decorated it with the Christmas cards that came in the mail. And you know what? I did the best I could to make it festive and joyful. But I determined right then that there are times in life that you're simply in survival mode. And whatever you need to do to survive, the season that you're in is good. Maybe you can do very little. Just do what you can to navigate the season that you're in the best you can. And you know what? The thing that is your best today won't be the same thing that it was maybe 2 years ago, or even the same thing that it will be in 6 months in the future. Our best has to do with our current circumstances. So just breathe a sigh and know that it doesn't have to be like it was, and it doesn't have to be like it will be. It just needs to be like it needs to be right now. Live in the moment can be construed as such a carefree way of living, can't it be? I'm not talking about carefree and flippant. I'm talking about intentional and purposeful. Do what you can today. Right now. This is all we're promised. And that's okay. Do your best now. So whether you're decorating for Christmas or you're waiting till after Thanksgiving, that's okay. Whatever works for you, whatever works for your circumstances, and I'm here to help you along, to encourage you along, and to give you easy, simple tips. Now, today, I ran out of gold buttons, and that's okay. I'll come up with plan B. It doesn't matter, does it? What matters is thinking thoughts that are positive, to be the best I can now in this moment. So let me know in the comments what you're doing in this season for it to be the most joyful, the most comforting that it can be with the circumstances that you're dealing with. Now, I told you that I would tell you about this. So, I went looking for more gold buttons when I ran out. A long time ago, at a yard sale, I bought a plastic tote with buttons in it. And in that plastic tote was this. And I thought it was a button, but it's not a button. And I don't know what it is. And I need you to tell me what it is. So let me describe this. The back, it's brass. Solid brass. And I have not shined it because I know that people who collect brass sometimes want the old patina on there. And then see this little, see that? And it's bent. Both ways it's bent. I have not straightened it. So that's the back. Then it has this edge that folds over a glass. No, it's not glass. It might be glass, but I think it's like Bakelite. A plastic type cover. Underneath that right here is foil type something, maybe tin. It's kind of bubbly, can you tell that? And then it has this cute little terrier dog. And it looks like it's cut out of cardboard. And it's a little bit raised from the surface. Such a sweet little face on that thing. So what is this? It's this big around. What do you think this is? I've kept it in my button stash. I've thought about giving it to someone. Do you know what it is? Tell me in the comments if you know. I guess this is today's version of What is this? I had another video planned, to be quite honest, and I just couldn't resist this.